You want
to go?
Well, you want me to dive in mine? Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah,
I don't care.
It's a brand spanking new game.
Oh man,
Nobody's ever heard of this before.
really?
Probably. Yeah.
So you're
maybe
the
not.
first person to play it
I'm the first person to have ever played this game
and review it.
Actually, I have no idea. But this is from a company called Vblank Entertainment, and this game is called Shakedown Hawaii.
And as always, if you enjoy this content, make sure to like and subscribe and bang that bell because we know you want to.
And I first heard about this on Game Informer because they were talking about it, and we're like, this game is stupid and hilarious. And so I was like, I like stupid and hilarious. I'm going to go play it. So I went to go buy it, and I downloaded it. And sure enough, it is exactly that. It is stupid and hilarious, and I've been having a blast. So Shakedown Hawaii is, in essence, think old school Grand Theft Auto before they went 3D, where it's top down. Open world adventure in Hawaii, where you're trying to build up a quote unquote legitimate business venture corporation because you are this old man. You're a CEO of this company that he wrote a book back in the 80s saying that how to build a business and just sit on the beach and make all the money in the world kind of situation. And then he let that happen too long. And now like everything has changed. So he doesn't understand, like, he didn't realize that their online advertising is a thing now, and that you don't go buy stuff at video rental stores, and that coffees now cost $5 a pop, and that all these things exist that he's like, whoa, this is crazy. So you're going out there to reclaim your control of the territory and basically shake down Hawaii and take over and build your empire back up. So you do these open world missions. There's like 120 missions in this game that you go around and complete missions to acquire businesses, sabotage competitors, rezone land. So when they say rezoning, one of the missions that I did yesterday, they were like, oh, if you go, make this, they won't let you take this land over because they're protecting the forest. But, if we do a little something that makes the forest not exist anymore, we can buy up that land and put property there. So you go in there with a flamethrower and burn the entire forest down. And it's all 16-bit, so it doesn't look awful. But it's very, very kind of intense and violent, and but silly, like so far silly that it's entertaining. You shake down shops for protection money, so you go in there and just like threaten them and say, hey, like, you have a problem, and they're like, I don't have a problem. Like, no, you're about to have a problem. You pull out a baseball bat, start wrecking all of their merchandise. And like, see, now you need protection money.
It's so mean.
It's so bad. And there's 80 of those missions you can do. They're like mini missions on the side where you can go and do that, and then you can then buy that property and then collect interest on it. So kind of like that game I was talking about last week where we talked about Lego World, where you're building levels to collect, ongoing revenue. This game does the same thing where it's one part open world adventure game and another part kind of like asset management and business management, where you're purchasing these stores and retail shops and stuff that yield a certain number of money per day. And then you're acquiring these and then boosting them by adding in gift card sales, for example, which will 1.x your income because people buy gift cards and never spend them. So you're taking advantage of that. And then you can add online advertising to your businesses, which targets people to come to your shop.
So it's almost like Lego Tower.
It's almost
with the
like
retail shops.
Yes, a little bit. But man, this game is just so bonkers. Like it's a very actually nice looking game, like for 16-bit. And then there's cutscenes in this. So the cutscenes are actually like design characters that are 16-bit characters where they like fly in. So like your guy is this old man that wears a Hawaiian shirt that barely fits him, and when he sits down in front of the TV, it's like his like stomach's hanging out because he's like gained weight over the years from sitting there watching television, drinking Mai Tais.
Oh.
And his son is this like punk rocker dude that thinks he's DJ so-and-so. And then his dad's like, I'm not going to give you my money anymore because I have none. So you need to like get a job and make your own money. And this kid plays video games, so he just wants to like get money to play video games. So then he joins like bad parts of things and starts like working with like these bad people to like, one of the missions was go and steal mail out of people's mailboxes in the trailer park to find their recently acquired credit cards to use those credit cards to jack them up and just take advantage of the fact that they just got a bunch of new credit cards because all the credit card companies lower the interest rates. And it's crazy the stuff that they came up with in this. It's wild. But you're building a business empire, a legitimate business empire.
That
quote
is
unquote.
a little ridiculous.
Yeah. It's pretty wild. And I've played about 3 or 4 hours of it so far, and it's all destructible. You can drive any car in the game. There's a cops system in here, so like if you run people over, which is pretty easy to do in this game, by accident, if you run enough people over, like cops come after you, and then you got to either fight the cops or get away, or they have these like cop cloaking devices where if you run them over, they cloak you and you can get away from the cops for a little bit, and then you can go in all the stores and like change your disguise and make yourself look different, and it's crazy. There's boats in this game, 200 buildings you can go into, like tons of stuff.
It's almost too much.
Almost. Yeah, I could see this game being like 30 or 40 hours long. I would imagine, because I'm like I said, I'm 3 hours in. They say I'm like 20% in the game, so maybe it's less than that. Maybe it's like 20 hours, but it can be lengthy because there's side missions that I haven't touched yet. But it's pretty great. One of the missions, I had to clog the toilets with paper towels, which I thought was hilarious, and that was how I shook them down. Another mission is you destroy the reputation by handing out these flyers that say like, hey, this place is bad, or you like beat up their customers to the point that they leave and then get them to not be there anymore, or you jack their delivery trucks. And there's a lot of complications here, and then sometimes they fight back, so you gotta be careful with that too.
Bro, what is this game?
Dude, it's I don't know, it's madness. I don't know who made this. I'm trying to figure out who Vblank is, but they made a game prior to this. Oh, another thing too, this game is available on all systems. So if you don't have a Switch, which is what I'm playing it on, it's their tagline is "Business in the front, bodies in the back."
Yes. Bad. Yes, that seems very true.
It's available on PS4, PS Vita, Nintendo Switch, 3DS, and PC. Also on the you'll love this, Austin. It's on the Epic Game Store if you begin on PC. And then PS4, 3DS, Switch.
Our Lord and Savior, Epic Games.
Exactly. Super cool. And there's also a PS4 physical edition that's now on sale for $29.99. Oh, you can even get mini figures on their store. Currently available is a Retro City mini figurines from their first game. The first game is called Retro City Rampage, which is pretty cool.
I got you.
And it was basically like this, but not in Hawaii and different. So, yeah, I find this game entertaining. If you want to just do some stupid stuff and just jump into a game for a little bit, because it's you could sit there and play like 3 missions and be like, okay, cool, I'm happy, and then come back to it later on and then play a little bit more missions and do some shakedowns, do a couple missions. Like the missions themselves are like 2 minutes long. They're super short. And
this guy's doing aerobics on his trailer.
Yeah, exactly. You can do aerobics too.
What?
Yeah. There's a part where you have to like hold B and like do like the leg.
Oh my god.
Leg things.
Oh my goodness,
your
man.
body's not good.
Your body's not. Yes, it is definitely not good.
And your legs are broken, so you go to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "I can't do shit about you." So then you go to a physical trainer to see if you can like just get your legs back in shape.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very.
That's all that matters is your legs.
It's very understanding of stuff. It's funny because the guy called up and like I said, he didn't know anything about online advertising. So he pulls up his computer and he sees all these ads about like fiber supplements. And he's like, oh shit, fiber stuff. This is like, if people are seeing these ads everywhere, this is like the new product. So he calls up his business CFO guy or whatever and says, hey, we need to get in this fiber supplement business. I think it's going to get big. And he's like, okay, what do you want to do? Like sell it online or whatever? And he's like, yeah. And the guy's like, well, I don't know anything about the online stuff. Go talk to our computer guy. So you go to Feeble Computing, which is like your computer like division. And it's this little nerdy dude that with like black rim glasses and like a blue sweater vest. And he's in there and he's like, dude, this is online advertising. You're targeted with this. So that means you've probably been researching fiber supplements. And he's like, what is this online advertising? Can we get into this game? And then he's just like trying to figure out how to get involved in it. Yeah. But then he's
Nice.
also
Very
like,
nice.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was never looking at fiber supplements. What do you mean? This has never been happening to me.
Right. We don't want to admit when someone catches us looking up the shit that
Exactly.
no one needs to know we're looking up.
Exactly.
No one needs to know about my bowel movements besides me.
Yeah, I don't want to know that either.
Exactly.
You can stop right there. It's good.
Damn it, Google.
Anyway,
Damn it.
so I suggest Shakedown Miami or Hawaii, not Miami. Hawaii is
I'm
pretty
sure it's
cool.
the same thing.
It's a fun game and very interesting. And it actually is kind of modeled after Honolulu. It's got the look of Honolulu.
Interesting.
So that's kind of nice. So yeah, definitely not Honolulu. Yeah, Honolulu. Yeah.
Cool.